Hey everyone, in this demo video I'm going to be showing you how to import your Alembic motion exported from iClone into Hitfilm. The animation we're importing is the beautiful dance you see on the screen right now, complete with soft cloth animation for the hair and for the dress. As with all soft cloth animations, you'll want to make sure that when you have your animation playing, you have bake animation option selected in your project settings. So once you ensure that you have that enabled, then just play back the entire animation in order to bake the soft cloth animation data into a clip. You can choose real-time playback mode if the soft cloth physics calculations aren't too complicated. This should provide great results for most scenarios. Once the animation is finished, you can scrub through the timeline to see the recorded results. Then you'll want to make sure your character is selected in the scene manager. Then go up to Export Alembic from the File menu. Just make sure you have the entire range of your animation selected, the bake opacity to diffuse option selected, and you're good to go. I'll just call it Dance and go from there. Now what we need to do is export our character to OBJ format so we can import it into Hitfilm. So let's go and select Edit in 3D Exchange with our character selected. Once she loads up, we can go directly to OBJ Export. You want to make sure that you have the Remove Hidden Mesh and Merge Opacity to Diffuse options selected. Once that's done, you're ready to import into Hitfilm. To do this, right-click in the Media tab and select Import 3D Model. Now that you have the model imported, you need to get that Alembic ABC file in there as well so you can apply it to your model. Same process basically, except this time import 3D model animation and choose your ABC file. Next, what you want to do is open up your OBJ file and go to Models, then Animations under the layers. Then simply click and drag the ABC file there, and your model will now be animated. You can play back to see the results of the Alembic file applied to your OBJ. That's really all there is to it, but let's spice up the scene a little bit by going into Layers and adding a camera. And then a light. I'll position it to the right of my character and then adjust the intensity of the light to suit my scene. I think I want to get a sultry kind of lighting setup at first. I'll repeat the process to add another light, and this time I'll adjust the color slightly to get a slightly bluish tint. I'll then position a third light in front of my character so we can actually see her face, and take the intensity down slightly so we can get a softer look. Now, one other thing you need to pay attention to is the difference in materials. Your OBJ export doesn't automatically assign specular maps, so our character looks nice and shiny. Unfortunately, most people don't have skin that shiny, so we need to adjust it. In order to do that, I need to open up the 3D model properties. Here you can see the individual mesh groups for your model. What I want to do is select the skin_head item, then load up the specular map. You can save this map out from your iAvatar in iClone or 3D Exchange quite easily. Let's do the same thing for the skin_body mesh group as well. Again, just go in there and load the respective specular map into the correct slot. For the dress, we can also load in a custom specular map for that, just to tone down the reflective properties, and then do the same thing for the fancy looking high heels. Now you can see from this close-up that the material looks a lot better and not as shiny. From this point on, you can just play back the animation to see your finished results. So that's about all there is to it. Hopefully you learned a lot about this unique new pipeline. Thanks so much for watching. Check out the forums at forum.reallusion.com, and I'll catch you in the next video.